today. From Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Daniel Carlson.
It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry now. This is Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way down to the 41-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Carry on Johnson on the carry.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Corey Littleton coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Now throw left sideline here is complete. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 81 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Kenny Galladay, 75 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he puts it through. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carr. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
35-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll hang out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Raiders, 1st down.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver... And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the blitz coming, and down he goes. It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. And now it's a scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And some space here. The 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Kerryon Johnson, 55 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Taking it about the 1. across the 25 to the 27.
Over first and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Carr now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this.
Daniel Carlson on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Max Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Johnson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Johnson on the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
Their own 25-yard.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Tanner Muse came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll run it with Johnson. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
He was a 3rd-round pick, not rounds 1 or 2, but this franchise, they think he can be something with time.
There were a few teams that thought he would go in the 1st round, late in the 1st round. He ends up sliding to the 3rd. So a lot of teams think now maybe this group got a steal. They've got a chance to have a really good player here if he can develop.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback to run it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They give him a gain of 38.
We've seen a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the 1st half.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Carr going to throw. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do?
That is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Raekwon McMillan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
T.J. Hawkinson.
And now his yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation. They have a much better chance of picking up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Can't do that.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
San Francisco.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Johnson on the carry.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 9, 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Nick Bawden there to make the grab. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you always want to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all of those things. But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Deshaun Hand in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Previous play is under review.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr completes this out left to Ruggs. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Vegas.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 39 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the...
In trouble, and he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Raekwon McMillan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Kerryon Johnson, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the...
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
49ers 21.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, send him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I don't know if a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. 23 yards on the play.
49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun. Carr. The left side completion to Jones. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Carr. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Las Vegas.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
Number 28, Josh.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
It's a good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this will not be returned. It will come back to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
To T.J. Hockenson.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
It's a gain of 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the Raiders have got him.
Quarterback is sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Daniel Carlson.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat in the driver to get at the 25-yard line.
25-yard
The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble. And you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
7-yard pickup.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
To carry on Johnson.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And the
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the ground, this is Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side, we've already scrambled a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
39 yards there, a big one. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there. And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Third and goal, try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carl Nassib in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Makes the score Raiders 49.
Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
23-yard line.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
Intended for Tyrell Williams. Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And he'll look downfield for, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 77 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Daniel Carlson to kick.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
Plays and out. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
24-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, and he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders are pouring it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, and to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
And 8 at the 27-yard line.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And all the way down to the 26.
The pass complete to T.J. Hawkinson.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate. It was just
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
5 yards.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw in? And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Henry Ruggs, 62 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
1st and 10 at their own 25.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
A gain of 7.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Nick Kwiatkowski leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral. Because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. Cleft out. And now it's a scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second down and goal. Carr. That's caught at the 2. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Carlson now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Yes, sir. A loss of 9 yards.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Max Crosby able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively. And it'll be 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Carr going to throw here. Oh, man, it's Darren Waller. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give them 32 on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he's going to let it go deep. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Score Raiders.
A big offensive explosion help leading them.